Don Moody of Handyman Reality here, handymanreality.com. I'm looking at upgrading a bathroom fan from the room side. And Nutone happens to make a kit, the EZ80NC, which is EZFit. It rests on the drywall, as well as can be screwed to the original studs. They have some warnings here about the size of the fan. I'm on the fence about that. If it was a 9-inch or something like that. Personally, I think that it will still all work out. It's a matter of how you get the old fan out of the hole as to whether or not your hole is going to be the correct size. Correct size being this template here. There's a couple of important things to keep in mind here. They've given me some markings here for location of the fan's new duct connector and where the edge of the studs are, and they haven't stated anything about the electrical. The electrical is actually, in Canada, that's pretty important. You can't really have hidden connectors in the ceiling. So it's important for you to know this. So when you flip this like so, this would normally be the side that faces the room. You flip this like so, you'll see this is where the exhaust is. You'll see that there are no drywall flips for the side where the stud is. And you'll see that the electrical is opposite of the stud. Usually you'll get a location for the clamp for the Lumex or BX wire. Usually on the top and on the side you'll be offered. So now what I suggest is don't cut that hole until you know a bunch of things here. Okay, so for retrofits, place this against the ceiling framing. So that would be here, like so. And you'd be tempted to just draw that and cut it. What I suggest is first you're going to need to know exactly where your outlet is. So my outlet is here. The new outlet is here, a little bit away. You need to know, of course, where your stud is. Usually you can figure that one out by just pushing the fan up and down a bit. And you'll notice that it will lean from one side and not the other. You see how you can see lots of wood here, and you see the fan starting to pop out here. Usually the fans are hung on D-rings, so if you just push them up, a lot of times they'll just pop out of that. Now, a couple of problems you're going to face here. Insulation. It could rain down on you. You'll need to be prepared for that. And what do I see here? I see I got a wooden stud on that side, whereas I thought it was on this side just from pushing it. Almost made the mistake myself. That changes this to where it's actually looking for the outlet to be on the opposite side of where it is. Isn't that cute? So what's going to happen there is you're going to need to extend that pipe. Now generally I find I can't really buy a 3-inch of stainless steel, or pardon me, of tin foil. So I end up with a 3-inch hose like this that I'll either, notice how thin this fan is. So normally, depending on the floor you're on, in this case I have an attic, so my depth doesn't matter so much, and I will be able to route my exhaust over the fan and back into where I need it to go, or around the side of the fan and back into where I need to go. So again, still, before I cut this hole, I will remove this fan and disconnect the electrical, because I'm going to want every little inch of that wire sometimes. Not every electrician left a loop up there, a service loop at all. So that's my big advice, is remove the fan first, then decide which direction you're going to cut this. Okay, this goes against the studs. You see, you can go to this side, or you could go to this side. Those few inches, a lot of times, yeah, important, considering we've learned that our electrical is opposite of the duct of the new fan, opposite of the duct. When I hold this up here, the new duct is going to be over here. That means the electrical is going to be here. When I slide this over, you're going to see the electrical is actually where I'm going to put the duct. So I need to know if that wire is going to be long enough, or I'm going to need to make some sort of a consideration for that. All right, thank you very much, and I will get back to you once I'm a little further. Okay, so Don Moody of Handyman Reality here again with this bath fan retrofit. So I didn't really script this, so I'm not catching everything, sort of thing. I've adjusted the ductwork to accommodate securing that pipe to the ceiling, to the underside of the roof, using very short screws, because of course you can get an idea of the thickness of the roof and make sure that your screw is less, so that you do not go through a shingle or cause a leak. Now I've sized it so that when I push the fan up, I left the elbow on. I just mended it so that I could add this extension so that I could loop around back into the fan. It's a pretty straight run with one 180-degree loop, which will be fine for the fan, for the power of the fan. As you can see, the old fan spot, it goes further this way, and I chose to go this direction, even though I needed to free the electrical up so that it could make it into the fan all the way up to the insulation of the wire, sort of thing. We have a connector there ready to go. So I'm almost ready to put the fan in. I wanted to mention something about the insulation. Now that sock that I put on there, or extension, is not insulated. As you can see, I've got a set of pink right above it, and I plan on getting the blown-in insulation back in. I've already installed one bag, but what I do is I bag it up, and then in this space right here, where you can see, that bag will go there just as I'm pushing the fan up in. And that will, in theory, give me the best insulation that I can get from the room side. Of course, I know where the attic is now, the attic entrance is. If it's close enough, I sometimes contemplate going in and fluffing it over top. The plan for this home, though, is to blow in new insulation over and above what's existing. So I'm going to trust that that will happen. So this has been Don Moody of handymanreality.com, working on the Nutone EZFit EZ80NC. And their joke of a 40-minute installation, especially in Alberta where you've got insulation to deal with. But we'll be back with you once I get it finished here. Okay, so here we are, Don Moody of HandymanReality.com again, with the crooked glasses and stuff. Anyways, our bathroom fan is installed. And you can hear it listening, you can hear it running now. I have a piece of toilet paper there proving that the fan is drawing air and pushing it out. Now I will turn it off and poof. So that ends our day of installing the Nutone EZ80NC EZFit bathroom fan. 1.1 zone. Come on the fence about that one. I should get a sound thing. And anyways, you all have a great day now.